You're only grabbing one item, if you're only grabbing one thing for that outdoor space, I'm telling you, let it be this. Why do we love gardenias? Well, it's that intoxicating scent. It's that beautiful, elegant scent. It's the scent that you see on the ingredient labels on all of the high-end perfumes. But take a look at what you have out on your patio. Or maybe you're gonna bring it indoors. Maybe you're gonna clip some of these flowers and bring them indoors in a bowl of water to give you that beautiful smell indoors. So this is what it's gonna look like when you get it here. Let me show you what you're gonna look like here. And we'll bring in Rochelle here and ask her what we should do as soon as we get it. But you can already see all the buds that are on here that are just ready to bloom. $49.95, 4 flexible payments of $12.49. If you're looking for a gift, boy, this is the gift that keeps on giving. Rochelle Grayer is with us. Let's go ahead and bring her in. She's the expert here. Hi, good morning, Rochelle.
Good morning, how are you?
Oh, great. These things, I mean, look at the size of these and that beautiful swirl bloom flower and the scent. Oh my goodness, these are just lovely.
Yeah, these are. You know, I've got mine here, and I got to tell you, when it arrived, by the way, it arrives in a substantial box. It's such a fun thing to open if you're thinking of giving it as a gift. Just that experience of like pulling a tree out of a box is super fun. But look, it's covered. I mean, I've got easily 20 or 30 buds right now, straight out of the box. And I actually had one of them that was in bloom in the box and it had fallen off in the bottom of the box. I could smell the thing even before I opened the box. That's how fragrant they are. Just one bloom that had fallen off inside the box was smelling up my whole house before I even opened it. So that's the magic of the gardenia, is the smell. It really is going to kind of you know, just take over the area that you put this in.
Yes.
So whether it's your front door or your patio, it's that beautiful. I mean, and it is so nice. I mean, it's prized by, like you said, all the perfumes and you know, lotions and potions that we love to put on our bodies. It smells so good. But yeah, when you get it, I just want to tell you what you need to do here.
Yes.
This is a plant that isn't going to want to get frost on it.
Okay.
So if you live in an area that freezes or gets frost, you are going to need to plant it in a container. It's going to come in a container, but you need to upsize the container. This is 16 inches. I would say that's the minimum. It comes in a smaller pot. Upsize that, and the reason for that is to give it more area to grow. You can also plant things. I put one of our little daisies in here, but you can plant other things around the base of it if you want. Or you could just, you know, mulch it in or put moss or something. It looks beautiful, just like this. Put it in a beautiful pot. Water it regularly. It's going to want, you know, at least partial sun. You don't want to put this in the deep shade. But keep it regularly watered. Make sure you have a drainage hole in your pot for sure. If their drainage hole gets plugged and those roots get waterlogged, it's not going to be happy. But just keep it regularly watered and it'll be fine. It will bloom now. When it arrives, it's going to have buds all over it and it will be ready to go blooming. It might already even be blooming when it arrives.
Right. Yeah.
So this is the season coming up. It'll go dormant later. And if you're in one of those frosted areas, I'm up here in Boston, so I bring mine in their container and I use them as house plants throughout the winter. They go kind of dormant in the winter in that they don't bloom, but they just still have this beautiful green foliage and this nice topiary shape. So, you know, that's just a nice house plant.
It is beautiful.
And then take it back outside.
Yeah, and speaking of where you are in the country, we have a little map here that maybe I can show you. So just to let you know, if you're shopping with us this morning and you're looking for something out in the garden, but you're thinking, well, it's not quite time for wherever I am in the country, take a look real quick if you can at your screen. We won't ship this out to you until it's time, until it's the proper time, depending on the climate where you live. And of course, and you won't get charged until we ship it out to you either. So you can lock it in now, and then we will ship it out to you at the appropriate time, depending upon where you are in the country. Like I said, if it's a gift, boy, it is the gift that keeps on giving. Giving this to your mom or your grandmother or any of those moms in your life, and then they put it on their patio and they're welcoming people. And then when you go over there, you see how that gift is blooming. And now, Rochelle, don't gardenias, they fade from that beautiful bright white into that kind of gold color as well?
They do, yeah. As the blooms themselves, when they're out in their first, you know, when they just open up, which by the way, they kind of they don't open up like this. They open up in this like twisted swirl, which is like really cool. They kind of unfold. It's just they're just really neat flowers. But then they have this really velvety kind of texture that it's often when you see them in arrangements, which isn't very often because they're a little hard to work with in arrangements, but they put them in like wedding arrangements a lot because they smell so amazing and they're so prized. They're a little bit on the pricey side actually for flower arrangements, but they just have this like almost porcelain-like look about them. And then as they age, they kind of go creamy and then ultimately yellow before they'll die and fall off. But even as they're dying and falling off, I picked one up off the floor the other day and it was all kind of nearly brown actually. It still smelled amazing, which is crazy. So yeah, this rotty little smell good thing.
Right.
Yeah, so you can't go. The smell is just the main thing you would buy this, or why you would get this in your home, because you love that smell.
That's why we love it. Also, they attract butterflies. You want butterflies to come in?
Yeah.
That smell, that fragrance attracts butterflies. So today, this is if you're only gonna get one thing today, oh my goodness, this is it. The gift that keeps on giving, whether it's to the mom in your life or maybe it's just for you outdoor. You're looking at that patio and you think, God, I wish I had something out there, something living, some bit of a life out there. And again, if you're living in a colder climate during the winter, you bring it in, it becomes a house plant, and you put it back out during the season. $49.95 today, because all lawn and garden today is for flexible payments. $12.49 is all you have to put down today. It is free shipping. We're gonna ship this out to you for $12.49, and then it is gonna start blooming pretty quickly. I mean, we're right there at that time right now. So, I'm guessing when you get it home, Rochelle, pretty soon after that, within a few weeks, you're gonna start having these blooms. You're gonna start having that fragrance and that look. And it's not only the fragrance, but it's the show as well. I mean, just take a look at how beautiful.
It absolutely is.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, because this thing will come to your house loaded with buds. I've got a few of them around here. Every single one of them had 20 or 30 buds. And the other thing to know about these are really long-lived. So when you're thinking about it as a gift or for your own home, these can live for like 50 years. If you live in a place where you can plant them in the ground, they'll be, shrubs or trees for life. I mean, these are really long-lived plants. So you're buying something that you're going to get a lot of enjoyment out over the years.
I just love that. All right, you're going to hang out with us because we got some other things to take a look at here. Oh, but I want to tell everybody shopping with me at home. Listen, if you are picking up some leaf and petal plants.